What's going on, everybody? So if you're using a basic coral dip like Revive and you think it's good enough, I'm going to show you that it might not be good enough. Alright, so you may have seen my dipping videos before, so this may be just a repeat. If not, this is going to be a good video for you. So I always do the same method every time, but I'm going to reverse it. I'm actually going to be using the Revive first, and then we'll take a look in here to see what kind of bugs come off, and then we're going to go over to the Bayer insect killer and see if there's anything left on it to be killed. So I want to show you guys what I always do is I have specific containers, and Revive is like 4 capfuls per gallon, but I just fill this up to about the top of the rim and I put 1 capful in. And my method of using Bayer is 10 milliliters per cup of salt water. So I have lines marked on it for 2 cups, 4 cups, and it reminds me 2 cups equals 20 milliliters. I do this pretty much so I don't forget, and so that I don't forget what is in each cup. So I'm going to do a dip, and the coral that I'm actually dipping, I know for a 110 million% fact that it is covered in nasty critters. It's really nasty. So I put 1 cup in. I've acclimated the coral. And what I do is, right off the get is, sorry you guys can't see this, I guess I'll show you it. I'm trying to show you everything so you can see exactly what I'm doing. I'm not going to sit here and let the camera roll for 10-15 minutes while I actually dip the coral. I really want you guys to see the difference on how well Bayer works versus just using a basic coral dip only. So I have some really nasty coral in here. I'm going to use their water to fill this up. The rest of the water I'm going to get rid of. Alright. So when you put it in there, you don't want to forget to give it a little stir, whatever, and then put each coral in there. Whatever frags you got, put it in. And no matter what coral I'm using, what dip I'm using, as it sits in there, about every minute, I like to take a turkey baster. Now this is a specific one I use only for dipping. I don't use this for feeding the corals or anything like that. So once in a while I want to get in there and just blow it around, and then if there's any kind of bugs on there, this weakens them. So let's take a break, let this stuff sit, and then we'll go to the Bayer. Okay, so 10 minutes have passed, and now I'm going to be using, since I'm going to have 2 cups of water, I'm going to be using 20 milliliters of the Bayer. So what I do is I get that mix going, put it out of the way, close the cap. I don't need that spilling anywhere. And then what I got to do is I got to get some tank water from my tank. Should have done that ahead. Whatever. So put this to the line. Give it a good mix. Take this nasty coral out. Look at all the stuff dying on that. Man, I told you this is some nasty coral. Told you. Alright, we'll let that sit. And while that's sitting, get this out of the way. I'm going to take this and you guys can actually see. Look at all that crap. That is what you call flatworms. Nasty. And that's a good 15 minutes of sitting in the Revive with a way heavier dose than they recommend. Again, they're recommending 1 capful for 4 gallon, or for 1 gallon. So 4 capfuls, 1 gallon. I used 1 capful for about 2 cups. So that stuff's nasty. Now while this is sitting, I'm going to rinse everything off and get things a little bit more cleaner. Alright, so just took some water out of the tank. Nice clean salt water to rinse off everything that I just dipped. And give them a little shake. If there's anything dead, it should come off. Put it in there. Boy, I'll tell you what, whatever's on here stinks big time. Alright. So now, got the coral out of there. Now, let's just see if the Revive killed everything, or if the bear did the final touches. Oh, look at that nastiness. Yeah. Now the Revive should have killed all that, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Revive should have killed all those bugs. That is nasty. When I see something that bad, I'm going to give this a double dip. Alright, so you can see a little bit of stuff that I have left over. I have fragged what I wanted to frag up. So I took those 3 frags and I ended up making, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 frags. 7 pretty decent frags. So these had a good amount of bear on them, but you can see now there's just a little bit of debris left from when I broke the plugs that they were on, but they're looking pretty good. So I'm going to do a couple of freshwater baths, after the bear. I put it in fresh water, salt water, then another thing of salt water, then another. Get all that bear off. I do it like 3 or 4 times. Just keep going back and forth to a new container with fresh tank water. Back and forth, back and forth. So we'll put these on their own frag rack. So all the ones that are in here, I'm going to put on their own frag rack in the tank, and we'll see how they look over the next couple days. So that's it. So I will leave, how much bear per water that I use in the description. Hopefully this has helped you guys. And like I said before, I know I've done a dipping video in the past, but I keep getting questions on it. So that's what I have YouTube for. I keep making videos. So if you have a question, I'll try to make a video for you. But hope this helps. Hope this shows you that Revive or any other coral dip out there may not be good enough. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you liked the video. See you guys in the next one.